Energy is hot, but this show is not. Welcome back, guys, to your AEW Rampage review here on Fog Wrestling. And honestly, this show will never get a 10. Not for me. Energy is a 10, but this show is nowhere near a 10. In fact, maybe minus 10. Minus 10 could be actually a fair score. I don't know how anyone can say these AEW Rampages are good. It's full of fucking jobber matches every single week. And you get the odd shit promo, and we got a shit promo tonight. We got a fucking really shit promo. But let's talk about the shit matches first. We kick off with Orange Cassidy and Best Friends. Two fucking bums. Two guys that have never done anything in their careers. Two guys that are just hanging on for an AEW paycheck. They teamed up with Orange Cassidy to take on the team of Sonjay Dutt, Jay Lethal, and the big 7'2" guy whose name I do not know. I do not fucking care about his name. He's just a big fucking goof. He's not good. He's shit. And he comes out dressed like a normal professional. No, not a normal professional wrestler. He came out dressed like he was going to the gym or something. It was so fucking weird. Surely a guy that size, you should like play to his strengths, and you should, I don't know, but you should stick him in an attire that is going to make him look big. You know, like the Big Show had the fucking singlet, Khali had just the black fucking long tights. This guy's coming out as if he's ready to go on a basketball court and fucking play with LeBron James. It was surreal. Anyway, the match was shit. We come towards the end. Sonjay Dutt is doing the wee Cassidy kicks to his leg, and Cassidy kind of just looks at him. Then he pulls the pen from Sonjay Dutt's ear. He snaps the pen in half. Sonjay Dutt near fucking cries over a pencil. I mean, it's only a stupid pencil at the end of the day. And then he gets rolled up after a Superman punch or an orange punch by Orange Cassidy. Then this leads to the big guy coming in after the match. It's over. He chokes out Cassidy, hits a power bomb. The three of them are celebrating. And then we get Warlord coming out, looking at Jay Lethal. And then Sonjay Dutt tries to pull Jay Lethal away and the big guy away. So it's 3-on-1, but apparently they don't want anything to do with Wardlow. I just don't get this. What a shite opener. What a shite six-man tag match. A six-man tag match that nobody wanted, nobody needed, and nobody cared for. And there's talk, speculation about AEW bringing out trio tag team championships. I mean, do we really want to see any of these teams with belts? I sure as hell fucking don't. I mean, I feel like actually I've been hit with a belt watching this. That's how bad these teams are. I mean, this has changed I mean, the sad thing is, this is like change the channel stuff, and it's like the opening fucking match. You know, it's like normally you start a show strong, but how can you start it with this? Honestly, I don't get it, man. Horrendous. Up next, we had Ethan Page, all ego Ethan Page, beat some guy I've never fucking heard of. Wrestling his sixth match in AEW, apparently, Leon Ruffin. And Page wins in about 2 seconds. Seriously, again, what was the point of this? Just another fucking match on AEW Rampage where you know who's going to win. There's literally no point to watch this. It's squash match after squash match after squash match. Like, what is the point of this? And it's not like there's somebody that they're getting over. It's not like, oh, it's Goldberg squashing somebody. I mean, it's fucking bums. I mean, it's a bum squashing a bum. I mean, who cares? Then we had a backstage promo with TQ Marshall or whatever. It's talking shite to some guy I've never seen in my life. That pretty much sums that up. We then had teacher versus student. It was Lee Moriarty versus Matt Sydal. I mean, again, Matt Sydal, guy's not been relevant in about 15 years. I mean, probably the only good thing he done in his career was get hit by Orton with an RKO. So, yeah, no, are we supposed to care about this? This is like the main match of the night. This is like the two big names, the star power match, and it's just two fucking guys that literally, you could put them on any indie show that you're charging like $5 for people to pay to watch, and I mean, these guys would fit in right at place. The black guy came out, Stokely. He helps Moriarty, wins. Moriarty taps out the teacher, and then he takes his business card. And I mean, does he really need a business card? If he's going to join forces with him, just join fucking forces. What's he going to do? Phone him up and ask him to join forces when he's right beside him? You know what I mean? The whole business card thing, honestly, I don't fucking get it. I mean, this guy is a poor man's Fedor Long. I mean, Theodore Long was actually, I enjoyed Theodore Long. He was a good manager, Plus, he brought up like racial tension points and stuff like this. Is a lot of his gimmicks were, about the black man being held down, and some of it was really good, especially in like 2003, 2004. He was doing some really good stuff. This other guy, I mean, he looks a bit like Theodore Long from behind, but that's about as good as it gets for him. The fact that you could maybe mistake him for Theodore Long from behind, that's as good as this guy's career gets. Then we have DMD, Britt Baker, and Jamie Hayter. Or was it Rebel? It might have been Rebel, actually. Fuck knows. I mean, who cares? I mean, let's be real. Is there any difference between the AEW woman? It's Shite Woman 1, Shite Woman 2, Shite Woman 3, Shite Woman 4. That's how I'm going to address them from now on. She says we're going to get a thunderstorm on Dynamite because they're taking on Thunder Rosa and Toni Storm. Ha ha ha. What a fucking comedian she is. I mean, Imagine having to go at Kane for being a failed dentist. What is she, a fucking failed comedian? That line was crap. I mean, are we supposed to be impressed by that? No, definitely not. Then we had Cesaro come out, the Ring of Honor champion, to cut a promo, and they're milking this. They're making it as if this Ring of Honor championship is like a real world championship, and it's not. This is an indie fucking level title. This is not a world title, but they're trying to sell it. They're trying to promote it as if it is, and that Cesaro's finally, reached the big time by winning this, and he hasn't. He came out with ego. He says he wants to thank the fans because, they kept believing in him and blah, blah, blah. And then he says there's another guy we want to believe in, and that's he also won a title at Saturday's Ring of Honor show. And then Wheeler Yuta comes out with the Pure Championship. He talks about how he beat Daniel Garcia. Jericho gets up and says this is disgusting, how they're chanting for Wheeler Yuta and they're telling Cesaro he deserves it. Then Wheeler Yuta done some of the worst mic stuff I've ever heard in my life. He's saying to Jericho he can beat him. Jericho's like, you can't beat me, and then Wheeler Yuta's like, yeah, no, I can beat you. He's like, I can beat you. Then he gets like a chant going. It's like, I can beat Jericho, I can beat Jericho. And then he's getting permission from Cesaro, do you think I can beat him? And then he asks Regal, do you think I can beat him? And Regal's like, absolutely. Regal obviously must be going a bit senile in his old age if he thinks Wheeler Yuta can beat Jericho. But regardless, Jericho then asks for a match, and Wheeler Yuta keeps denying him. He's like, nah, I'm not facing you. I can beat you. I can beat you. I can beat you. He must have said I can beat you about 20 million times. Then Jericho offers to put his shot at the title on the line, and then Wheeler Yuta says, well, that was easy, and accepts the match. So there you go. The whole thing was Wheeler Yuta was trying to, get Jericho into putting his shot on the line by not giving him a match, but saying he could beat him. This was horrendous. I can't really do it justice. You actually need to watch it, but this was not good. This was crap, man, to say the least. This was not very good, and it was probably the worst thing on the show. I mean, I like Jericho. He did turn around and say to Cesaro, the only thing you deserve is my boot up your arse, which I thought that was good. When the crowd were chanting you deserve it, I like that. I mean, Chris is great, but everything else is fucking horrendous here. Speaking of horrendous, we had the Acclaimed, and they did a new video package called Taking Out the Trash, and basically it was just a rap on the Gun Club, and it ended by them challenging the Gun Club to a dumpster match this week on AEW Dynamite. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, right? There was a couple of decent lines in here, but the whole beat and the rest of the fucking rap totally sucked. So I mean, it doesn't really matter if you produce like one or two good lines. If the rest of the rap's awful, then it just sucks. And it was over the top. You had the guns dressed as like fucking hillbilly cowboys, even though they're nothing like that. And they had some black guy playing Billy Gunn, which I thought was weird as well, so I don't really get that. Strange, just strange. I don't know. Then we moved. They put them in the dumpster or something like that, or the truck lorry or whatever. Oh, it's trash day, and then that was it, man. Who cares? Then we get an announcement. It's going to be Claudio Castagnoli versus Kanushi Takeshita on Saturday Fight Night. Don't know what that is, but I won't be watching it, that's for sure. Now it is main event time. It's Anna Jay taking on Ruby Riott. Anna Jay cuts a promo saying that she's dangerous. She's learned to be evil, first from Brody Lee and now from Chris Jericho. So she says this is a new Anna Jay. It's Anna J-A-S. Basically the same promo she cut on fucking Dynamite. And then Ruby Soho said that Eddie Kingston told me you're only as good as the company you keep. So why not come out? It calls her an entitled bitch, then says why not come out and face me one-on-one. They have a match, sloppy match at that. Anna Jay wins, takes off her. She eventually takes the cast that Ruby Riot's wearing, and she like chokes her out of it. The referee doesn't see it. We're told Audrey Edwards is this great referee, but she got fooled easily here, and Anna Jay wins and celebrates, and that was pretty much it. AEW Rampage went off the air, so we had Anna Jay versus Ruby Riot. We had Lee Moriarty versus Matt Sydal. We had Ethan Page versus some guy that's never won a match in AEW, and he was like, he's just some jobber, something roofing. And then we had a 6-man tag match with a bunch of jobbers as well, and a couple of fucking god awful promos, and a music package that was shit. So that's your AEW Rampage. If you're honestly going to say this was a good show, you are lying to yourself. This was not good. This was horrendous. I mean, another shite show. Just absolute shite. I'm going to give this, I'll get a fucking, I don't even want to get, I'll get a 1 out of 10, and I feel like I'm being generous. I genuinely feel like a 1 here is overrating this shit, because this, again, as per usual, was a shit show. But anyway, guys, let us know your thoughts down below. I didn't like it. I thought it was crap, but maybe you guys enjoy watching shite. Maybe you guys enjoy torturing yourselves and you thought this was great to watch, but nah, for me it was horrendous. Anyway, that's it. Till next time. SummerSlam tonight should be a decent show, but I guess we'll find out. The only way to find out is to watch it, and unfortunately that's what we'll be doing. Till next time though, peace.